Alright, much better. I figured I might as well play with the keyboard instead. Freaking the controller was driving me crazy. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play My RPG. This time I'm actually playing live. I mean, commentating live instead of like post-commentating. Because, anyway, this is like the second attempt at commentating, because the first attempt I was using a PlayStation controller, and for whatever reason, the D-pad on the PlayStation controller wouldn't work. Like, it's not because it doesn't work, but it's because this game, like this program, doesn't allow it to work. The only thing that worked was the analog, so I was using the analog, and moving around was very, very awkward. That's all I can say. I mean, you try playing an RPG with an analog stick, like an RPG that moves on a grid with an analog. It's not easy. See, at least when you play Pokemon X and Y, like, yeah, you move on a grid, but there's also like free movement, like you're not stuck to the grid. Or in games like this, you're stuck to the grid. So, yeah, it was really hard to just like play with that. And not just that, but the controls, because you know how on Super Nintendo A is accept and B is like B is back, and the PlayStation it's X and circle, and it's kind of like backwards. Well, apparently I had the PlayStation and Super Nintendo settings, so this is kind of weird to explain. Today was also exciting, much more exciting than yesterday, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, this thing. I stole this. If anyone has ever played Summon Night Swordcraft Story, like I played it for the Game Boy Advance, I want to say it's underrated, but at the same time it's pretty short, so like I just wish the game was longer. Anyway, this taking straight from there, where basically every night you have a choice of where you want to go. And like, going different places triggers different cutscenes, and that's, from what I remember, the only one that matters is that last one, like in the very last night, before the final boss. Like, that's the only one that matters, and I can choose this who's fighting next to you. And by fighting next to you, I mean stands there supporting you while you do all the fighting. Anyway, I'm gonna choose Saturn Village first, and I'm gonna reset and go to the other two places. Well, here I am. Anyway, yeah, Saturn Village triggers a cutscene with Astra. Anyway, what happened? Like, it's basically character development. That's all it is. Like, you just get to know a bit more about the characters. And I'm gonna show all three of them this video, and by all three of them I mean all two of them, because where it says nowhere, all it does is take you straight to the next day without any cutscenes. Today was a long day, too annoying, yeah. Just like in Summon Night Swordcraft Story. Anyway, it feels weird like commentating live again, because I'm not used to doing it. Like, this isn't exactly one of those games where I can like just not focus, because I have to press A at like a right time, because I mean if I scroll the text too fast, no one will be able to read it. Granted, you guys watching have pause buttons, use them. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna be that, you know, mean. But then also if I text too slow, if like I scroll the text, if I scroll the text too slow, it gets boring and like there's nothing to watch. So I have to focus on that while talking at the same time. So yeah, Let's Playing isn't as easy as people say it is. Oh yeah, I was talking about that in my last video, about how like how I commented and like the Beard Bros actually replied. Anyway, like yeah, the other two guys. Sorry about that. That was my foot. Anyway, the other two guys, they were like, "Oh man, Let's Play is easy. There's thousands of them. There's no skill required. The only skill that's required is skill in the game. Are you better than the thousands of other people?" I'm like, I just replied to them, well, like, no, I'm not better, but you know what? People watch Let's Plays for the commentary, not for the, like, most people, as far from what I've seen, they watch Let's Plays for the commentary, not for the actual video. Anyway, that's cutscene 1 down. Now I'm gonna quit the game and load it up. Oh crap. Yeah, there's no beginning cutscene yet. I don't know how to add those, or how to do anything like that. Great. I'll just scroll through this part quickly. Anyway, yeah, Let's Playing is not as easy as people give it credit for. I mean, sure, it's just talking and, like, playing a video game. But you know what? It's not just talking and playing a video game. Okay, it is just talking and playing a video game, so yeah, in a way, being a Let's Player is easy. However, being a good Let's Player, that's not easy. I mean, the person that said it best is, Aaron Hansen on his, Mickey's Mousecapade video, Game Grumps video. That was like the very first episode of Game Grumps I ever saw, I'll admit it. And it's one of them, and it has Dan too, so like that's how you know I'm very late for the party. Anyway, it's time to go to the park. Anyway, he put it best because he was like, "Oh yeah, many people watch AVGN and they're like, oh man, I could do that." But then they all forget that they have to be funny and talented. Those are his words, not mine. So it's the same thing with being a Let's Player. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. When I first started Let's Playing, it was because of Nintendo Capri Sun. Like I watched his videos, and I was like, "Oh man, this Let's Playing stuff sounds easy. You just play a game and talk." But it wasn't until I actually tried doing it that I realized how hard it was. Because when I first started playing, I had these very, very unrealistic expectations. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get hundreds of subscribers and I'm gonna do blah blah blah, and like, yeah, it was very, very unrealistic. I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. I mean, it's just not as easy as people give it credit for. Or at least doing a good job isn't easy. It's like doing chores, you know? Chores aren't exactly easy. They're a little tedious, but they're easy. They're not hard, I mean. But doing it right is a different story. Oh god, I'm not sure. Typos everywhere. See, that's the thing. I usually make progress in this game very late at night. It kind of shows in all the typos. Anyway, what was I? I keep hopping everywhere, but like in the end, like the topic is about Let's Plays in general. Even though I'm still hopping around in topics. Morning already. Oh yeah, even noticed the other one said, yawn, I'm sleepy, I wonder what they're up to. Like, I made it so that it says a different thing each morning. I only did it on this one though, however in the later ones I don't. Knock knock knock. I was listening something about how down to earth people are, and like when you get a certain amount of subscribers, like people assume, oh man, he has so many subscribers, there's no way he'll notice my comment. My comment, like, it'll just drown out with the other ones. But then after the Beard Bros like saw mine and replied to it, they took times out of the busy schedule to reply to it. I was honored. Like that's when I realized how down to earth they were too. I mean, I guess they have reasons of why they don't do that. I mean, Nintendo Capri Sun said in one of his videos that, like, you know, there's hate comments out there, and like even though it doesn't seem to hurt them, it does hurt them. So I know a lot of like YouTubers are afraid to look at their comments because of that. Like they're like, not because they're afraid to see the hate, but because they don't like to see all the negativity in their videos. Which recently, in a lot of the videos I've seen, there's more positivity than negativity. Did I scroll through that really fast? Oops. And they're basically just saying, have any plans for today? Yeah, sorry. It's okay, I'll find something else to do. Crap, I probably should have added some sort of hint that you're supposed to go to the park after that. Some sort of hint would have been nice, because anyone playing this, Forest Park. That's still not a name for the city. Right now I just call it Starting Town, because it's a starting town. And the forest next to it is called First Forest, because it's the first forest you go to. Anyway, new character here. God damn, people are still replying. A few hours ago I commented, like on the Game Roots video of the Super Mario 3D World, I commented, so Bowser puts a fairy in a jar and suddenly he's a villain. Link does it all the time. And people were like, well, that's supposed to happen, she's supposed to disappear. Anyway, and then like people were commenting, well, first of all this guy started saying, who the hell is Zelda? Oh, you mean Link, right? Yeah, Link, I mean, who the hell is Link? You mean Zelda, right? I got that backwards, I'm so sorry. Oh, you mean Zelda, right? Yeah, Zelda goes around, running around, putting fairies in jars. Well, he does it to save the world. Bowser's just a villain. And like, he was obviously trolling, but you should have seen how many people took the troll bait. Anyway, what happens now is that you can now teleport to Karp Lake. Like, if you try teleporting, a new destination has been added. Teleporting actually plays a big role in the story, now that I think about it. Seems now there doesn't seem to be a lot to do. Anyway, the video's at 9 minutes long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trigger the next scene, and then call it. Astra understands your language. I wonder the back, and that's the scene. At this point you're supposed to go back and try to get them. I guess I could talk to a few NPCs before. I think I'm dressed more for a beach than I am a lake. Yeah. Oh, these two. That asshole. Even though I made him an asshole. God. I always hated people that are like that in real life. And then these two dogs. And then the end of the video. See you all later guys, and take care. Bye everyone.